What's going on, everyone? Random Dot here. I just want to know, how in the world have we been bamboozled? Have we been fooled into not wanting to reproduce? It is strange. One of the most basic human needs is reproduction. And yet, we in the westernized world, in the Western world, we're afraid of reproduction. We're afraid of child support. We're afraid of marriage. We're afraid to be tied down. We're afraid to raise the next generation because it might get in the way of our pleasure. What's going on here? You know, folks are afraid to get married. Yeah, I know you might say, well, marriage is unfair, and that's true. It could be unfair. There are many laws that should be changed, and they're not changed for a reason. Why? To scare people from getting married. To scare people from living that 9 to 5, coming home and, you know, raising your children, taking them to soccer practice, taking them to football practice, and just staying with the same spouse for the rest of your life. That's not happening anymore. People are becoming addicted to pleasure, to short-term pleasure, and it is killing us, man, because imagine you not wanting to eat. Imagine new drugs that, you know, you pop it in and fills most of your nutrition needs, and okay, that's fine. Now you don't need to eat, and you know, it's slowly gonna kill you, and it's crippling the society. I mean, there's still people who are getting married, who are having children, who are raising children, but a lot of us, and it's just gonna keep getting worse every generation from now on. We're ditching our responsibilities, and we're deciding to travel more, you know, be free, do whatever we want, buy whatever we want when we want it, you know. And if you make good money, you might think, well, maybe I could retire early. That's fine. I mean, okay, but what have you done with your life to help others? I mean, that's great. You have a good career. It's good that I'm gonna retire early. Nobody's worried about my kids. But it's like, bro, what have you left, you know, for the rest of the planet? Where's your legacy at, you know? So it's just strange. And I think many things have been put in place to scare people away from the whole reproductive cycle within our civilization. It is strange. It's very, very strong here in Western society, but the underdeveloped world is following slowly but surely. You know, the underdeveloped world, it still has a strong value in getting married and having kids. It is still the grip on it is very strong, but it's changing because a country like the United States, we export our values to the rest of the world. And the rest of the world takes on these values even though they don't want to, or they don't realize it. Why? Because they love our entertainment. They love Hollywood. They love our music. So maybe not at a conscious level, but at a subconscious level, they start learning American values. And yeah, it's just strange. I just find it extremely strange that we're taking pleasure over our responsibilities. How have we been fooled into not wanting to reproduce? How have we been scared into not wanting to reproduce? You know, and it's all comes down to money. You know, you don't want to be locked down, tied down, paying child support. You don't want to get divorced. And who knows who might win the case? You know, you or your spouse. You know, who knows who's going to take the bigger check home? Who knows? There's so many uncertainties. And yes, marriage laws need to be changed. You know, domestic laws needs to be changed in order for people to feel more comfortable into taking that risk of getting married and having kids. But most importantly, man, we need to like back down from social media and from this pleasure crazy world that we live in, man. We need to stop, you know, going so much on Instagram or TikTok, Snapchat, whatever, man, and whatever is teaching us that it's more important to travel the world than to reproduce. I mean, seriously. But And I understand. I've been bamboozled too. You know, I love to travel. I like the different perspectives that you get when you go into another nation. But that's all good. That's all good. But you wouldn't starve yourself for a month in order to visit Barcelona, would you? I mean, you wouldn't. You call someone crazy if they're like, well, I'm just eating crackers for a month now because I want to go to the Dominican Republic. I'm like, dude, come on, man. I mean, it's nice that you want to go, but stop killing yourself, man. And it's the same thing with reproduction, with marriage. It's like, you know, it's nice that you want to travel, but, you know, don't ditch your responsibilities as a human being. Don't ditch your needs as a human being. But I understand it's not just us, man. It's corporations, it's the government, it's the media. A lot of things are just influencing us into being afraid of that commitment, being afraid of being fathers and mothers, and putting our life in second place and putting our family life first. So I don't know where we go from here, but we really have to start thinking about this. All right, bye-bye.